Exciting.
Beautiful.
She is my baby, didn't I tell you?
An average day for husband and wife team Craig and Jackie Adams-Marr begins and ends in the Australian Reptile Park just outside of Sydney.
There you go, Jackie.
Awesome.
Good idea, mate.
Craig takes charge of the park's snakes and crocodiles. Jackie cares for its exotic and dangerous spiders. Together they focus on one of the park's most important missions, the production of anti-venom.
If you're bitten by one of Australia's deadly snakes and you need anti-venom, chances are it came from here.
Craig and Jackie have a long affair with these treacherous creatures. Today they're preparing for one of the most important expeditions of their careers. A mission impossible, to catch a venomous snake that's never been brought back alive. Over 10 years ago, John Weigel, director of the Australian Reptile Park, caught a mysterious and unknown snake in one of the most remote regions of Australia, the rugged Kimberley. But the snake was sick and it soon died. The creature Weigel described appeared to be a brand new species. Scientists hoped he had found the missing link between two of Australia's most deadly snakes. One is the king brown, one of the most feared of serpents. The other, called the eastern brown, strikes with lightning speed and delivers one of the most potent venoms known to science. These snakes are top predators. They keep life in the bush from overrunning the environment, which is why catching the missing link is so crucial. But that also means Craig and Jackie must be especially careful. Without this snake's venom, there is no anti-venom. John Weigel has spent the last 10 years searching in vain for this snake, which has been named for him, the Weigel Eye. Now it's Craig and Jackie's turn to hunt down the elusive serpent and bring it back alive. They've only got 2 weeks to do it.
Give us the odds.
Well, I think the odds of seeing one are pretty good. The odds of catching it aren't as good. I've got to say, good luck to you, because I've struck out now 3 times in a row.
The Kimberleys, where Craig and Jackie are headed, is situated in the far northwestern coast and ranges over more than 650,000 square kilometres. Mounting any expedition can be a logistical nightmare, but this one is especially tough. A trip to the Kimberleys in search of a mysterious and venomous snake means travelling over 3,000 kilometres from Sydney.
To get to the Kimberley, it really is planes, trains and automobiles. It's not just up the road and you're there or around the corner. It's even hard work to get there, let alone when you do get there.
Days after leaving Sydney, the Kimberleys finally come into view.
The Kimberley takes its name from a South African mineral region. Cattlemen, gold diggers, diamond miners, they came in their droves to seek their fortune.
Instead, the Kimberley crushed their dreams. The terrain was just too tough for those early pioneers. The winters here are hot and dry. The summers are drenched in tropical heat and soaked by monsoons. Steep canyons hide pockets of rainforest. Endless plains hide venomous snakes, some of the rarest on the planet. This is where Craig and Jackie hope to find their Weigel Eye. They're about to endure 14 of the toughest days of their careers. They'll be cut off in this nearly impassable wilderness, risking their lives to catch a little-known and venomous snake. There's no cure for its bite, and now there is no turning back.
It's like being dropped into another time. You might as well wind the clock back 1,000,000 years. It's a world where you expect a pterodactyl to be flying across in front of you.
Dropped a few kilometres inland from the Kimberley's coast, Craig and Jackie must hike several kilometres more to find shade and shelter for their base camp.
The Kimberley's not the most comfortable place you can visit. It's got its fair share of sandflies, mosquitoes, not to mention the oppressive heat, the threat of crocodiles, venomous snakes, and of course the ever-present spinifex, which is really probably the worst aspect of that terrain that just cuts you to pieces. Spinifex is like a big grass tussock that grows in clumps and grows everywhere. Piece of spinifex. Lizard's tail. This is the superb dragon. You find him only in this region. It's obvious where he lives, isn't it?
It's his first mission for the CIA, and it's
It's early morning now. Craig and Jackie need to find a site by early afternoon, so they have a few hours before sunset to establish a base camp. This is Waigalai country. The snake could be anywhere. Anxious corellas grab their attention.
Something spooked those birds.
When birds are disturbed, it usually signals a predator. Craig hopes for a Waigalai, but comes up with a surprise.
Jack, got him. Jack, sir, have a look.
Craig.
Great find. Merton's water monitor. Really common around here. Hard to catch. Doesn't matter how hot they get. This guy just always, you're going to find him out. He's laying on the rocks, he's sunbaking. When he gets too hot, he just leaps in the water to cool down. Always like to let him go where I find him. This guy's right at home in the watery environment.
Temperatures soar into the mid-30s, and a shady pool has the look of a good base camp. Or at least a swimming hole.
Jackie's a little more upbeat than I am at the moment. We've done about 6 hours. We've walked up a dry creek bed. It was perfect habitat. Saw a few lizards. Very quiet, just unbelievably quiet. People think when you come to one of the most remote parts of the world that there's going to be animals everywhere. But the Kimberley's not like that. You've got to work hard. It really doesn't give its secrets up easy.
As Craig and Jackie get ready for bed, the creatures of the night wake up. Maybe one of those creatures is the Waigalai. No one knows if it hunts by day or by night. The first days in the Kimberley proved to be a bad omen, because night after night, for the next 4 nights, Craig and Jackie see no sign of the Waigalai, or any snake, until...
Craig! Craig, quick! snake! I cannot believe this. I've never ever found a snake out in the wild with a head torch on at night, and now I've just found the best snake I could possibly find. You can have a look at it now. I can't wait for Craig to come quick.
Oh, you're joking. That is the biggest roughie I've ever seen.
Jackie has found one of the rarest snakes in the world and one of the largest ever seen. It's not a waigalai, but finding a python like this is almost as good.
This is only the 8th rough-scale python found in the world. It's the first one found by a woman, and it's the biggest one I've seen.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. That is a good omen for the rest of the trip, Jack. I can't believe it.
It's more than a good omen, mate. It's a good find.
That is a great find. That is the next best thing to find in the waigalai. She's got those big, buffy head. She's got these huge teeth, really long teeth. But you look at these scales, they're heavily... Oh!
Did she hammer you?
No, she just missed. She just missed, but she freaked me out. I nearly got a full eyeful of those teeth.
Oh,
I
Christ.
really wasn't that keen to see them, darling. Absolutely mysterious. This guy's an ambush predator. She's going to hang off this branch. She's probably going to dangle down. And God help any rodent or any mammal that comes along this ledge here, because she's going to have it for dinner. We've made our night a pleasure, sweetheart.
She's made our trip a pleasure so far, I reckon.
Can Craig and Jackie's good luck hold?
What a ripper.
Some people... Northern Australia. That means it's winter, which is also the dry season. The cold wakes Craig and Jackie long before 6 a.m. when they usually start their day.
It was a gentleman who gave me the thermarest, so...
It's actually quite cold, which is surprising. Usually it's really hot and you can sleep out at night without a blanket or anything, but there's a cold wind coming down the valley. That's got us a little bit worried about the snakes. If I was a snake, it'd be giving me the wrong signals today. I wouldn't be coming out, so we're going to have to work a little differently to get these snakes.
Before the sun warms the canyon, Craig goes out to find breakfast. He and Jackie live off the land as much as possible in order to travel light.
It's early morning, tide's coming in, so it's an excellent time. See if we can't grab a few fish. There's only one drawback about fishing off these banks. Got one! Come on, mate. Whew. There's breakfast. That's a ripper of a catfish. Prize catch is barra, but when it comes to taste, these guys are every bit as good.
After breakfast, it's time for the chores.
Jackie sent me down to do some washing up. Princess is having a siesta. Good thing I got a dishwasher. We're going to go for a hike up to the falls, top of the falls up here. It's good waigalai country, good camp, good view.
Getting to the falls above base camp means a steep climb to the top of the canyon. Up there, the falls lead to a system of riverbeds.
This year's a particularly harsh dry season, and there's very little water around, and most of the life is going to be focused around wherever there's water. And that's where we think the waigalai's food source is going to be found.
And by finding its food, Craig hopes to find a waigalai.
Unfortunately, we do have a bit of a climb ahead of us. A bit being an underestimation. Basically, it's going to take us about 3 hours, so we're trying to get prepared as prepared as possible, psychologically and practically.
Let's go. Another big adventure.
it will be 40 degrees in the shade. A 3-hour climb and a 4-hour hike. That's a long way to search for a snake that may not even be there.
The Kimberley is undoubtedly the toughest place I've ever been in to try and catch reptiles. Just getting from A to B can be a monumental task. It's very hard to keep your footing. It's very easy to break an ankle. The vines are catching onto you all the time. The spinifex is cutting you to pieces, and the sun is like a jackhammer on your head. You get out in that sun for too long and you're going to go down with heat stroke before you know it. So you've got to weigh all this up, and when you move around in the Kimberley, you've really got to take care. You can't charge around. You've really got to calculate the risks.
We're so glad to be at the top of this place. Not only are we in Waigalai country, but we're also finished that steep walk. It's a good thing.
See that rock there? That little ledge? That's where we put our tent.
Imagine dive bombing into this place. Look at this view, Craig. You know, in the morning I say, open the window, open the curtains, I want to sing. Oh, that is just awesome. Have a go at it.
Is it worth the walk?
Oh, mate. I would walk this about 5 times over to see this.
I challenge anyone to travel anywhere in the world and see something that's better than this.
It is a wicked sunset though, isn't it? I'm stoked.
Now what we need to do is pin some snakes.
Look.
Another day gone and no glimpse of the Waigalai. Their only consolation? Time is running short. With only 7 days remaining, they decide to add a night shift. So after dark, they rappel off the high cliffs to continue their search for the Waigalai.
This is really freaking me out.
Brown tree. Check. Tiger. Look at the tiger stripes on it.
You can tell it's one of the northern forms, can't you?
Oh, God, it's beautiful. That's a big one, too.
It's a nice size, isn't it?
Where you going there, mate?
Get back in here.
Where you going? Where you going? He's venomous, but not considered dangerous. But they got the worst temper. Worst temper of any snake you can think of, just about. Whoa!
Some people call him the doll's eye snake. See those big eyes for nighttime hunting? He's nocturnal. He's going to eat. You wouldn't want to be a bird asleep on a tree when this guy comes around, I tell you what. He'll eat eggs, eat lizards. That is a beautiful specimen, Jackster. Have a go at that.
Great find, Craig.
How good a climber it is. It's really light.
Yeah.
Just stretches up. You want to go up the rope, mate?
Let's go up your rope now.
There it goes.
There you go, buddy.
What a ripper.
That's great, Craig. Excellent. Good on you for that. Brush it down.
The long day ends with a lucky find, but still the elusive Waigalai is out there, and danger lies ahead. Two days have passed since Craig and Jackie's close encounter with a brown tree snake. Each morning, Jackie does yoga to prepare herself for another grueling day.
Yoga in the morning helps me relax physically and mentally. It keeps me focused. And really, this is what I need to be right now.
And Jackie needs to be focused. They've got just 5 days left to find the Waigalai. And Craig knows it. He wastes no time, spending every waking moment searching.
Jackie, come and have a look at this.
Oh, have a go at him. I knew I'd find one of these out here. What you got in your mouth? It's a beautiful little freshie. He's different from a salty. He's got a long, slender snout. That helps him chop through the water side to side so he can get those fish. But you know, I reckon he's eating frogs around here. This whole area is full of life. It's full of frogs all along this bank here. Life's concentrated around here, and that's why we've got the little freshies. Other places around the river, it can be pretty hard pickings.
He's pretty cute, isn't he?
Come on now.
You're not a crocodile hunter, Craig.
But crikey, isn't he a beauty?
Oh. Yeah, he is a beauty. Let's let him go. I think it's time we let Craig go.
Goodbye, fella. Go for Jackie.
While water may attract creatures the Waigalai hunts, Craig doesn't find the snake. That means more searching in the hot sun.
There might be lots of reptiles in the Kimberley, but you certainly don't see them. You can walk for hours and not see a thing. And if you do see it, often it's just a tail disappearing into a crevice that may go 10, 15, 20 metres back into the rock face.
Jack's up!
Suddenly, Jackie spots something darting towards the water.
This way.
Get him!
Ah! Yes, him! Oh, no! Sorry, Craig. I just grinded my hands on the rock.
You all right, Jack? Don't worry, mate. Plenty more lizards in the Kimberley.
Oh, good on you.
The Waigalai always seems just beyond their reach, and Craig and Jackie are frustrated. They can't catch anything, not even a lizard. They split up, deciding to take a different approach. Craig will search the riverbeds, while Jackie takes to the rock faces. The heat is her worst enemy. Temperatures on the cliff are nearly 40 degrees Celsius. If there's a Waigalai here, it will be tucked into the cracks where it's cooler. Jackie's plan is to climb above the rock face and find a cooler area among the trees where a snake might be hiding. She's after a Waigalai first and foremost, but she wouldn't mind finding a few spiders on the way.
Just spotted something up the way. Thought I'd go and check it out for a closer look.
Jackie's after her own missing link, a rare whistling spider that dines on small birds. She doesn't find her spider. Instead, she spies a thin, fast snake.
Woohoo! Oh, have a go at her. She's a beautiful little thing. She's actually called a green tree snake. She's a colubrid. That means she's rear-fanged, but she's not considered dangerous, but beautiful. Look at her long, slender body and the colour. Looks like she's fit for life in the trees, and that she is. She's an arboreal species, and she's as flighty as all get out. I reckon she's a good omen. Whoa. But I reckon she'd be more beautiful where she belongs, in this tree here. Here, sweetie, what can you see? Yeah, let's go in there. That's where I live. Whoa!
Craig searches for dry riverbeds, where he thinks the Waigalai is most likely to be hiding.
In this game, you have to be really careful, because looking for snakes, you have to be focused. You have to put the blinkers on, and you have to look right in front of you. And after a while, every box canyon starts to look the same. Before you know it, you can be miles from where you started, and that's scary.
Craig's problem is that he has no map, and he's heading straight for trouble.
Lost.
completely lost.
Craig may be lost, but he's not alone.
Looking for snakes is dangerous enough, but there's a bull around here. You don't want to surprise one of those guys.
Over 100 years ago, settlers began to farm the Kimberleys. But for many, the environment was just too brutal. Some abandoned their land and their livestock. The cattle that survived turned wild, as mean as the environment.
It's really spooky. There's signs of bulls all over the place. It's all flat area here. There's some occasional water, heavy hoof marks, dung. Here he is. There's one there. Bulls are generally timid, but if you walk along these places and you accidentally surprise them, they'll cut you to pieces.
After hours of searching, with one eye on the lookout for wild bulls and the other scouring the rocks for waigalai, Craig gets his bearings. As the sun sets, he heads westward back to camp where Jackie will be waiting. Travelling in the fading light over the rocky terrain is an invitation to a broken ankle. They've managed to avoid injury until now.
Just chopped the top of my toe off, this log fell on it, and I'm so stupid. Craig is going to be freaking out. Oh, it's killing me. I don't know what we're going to do.
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
darling.
Jackster.
How'd you go?
Now I saw a bull, too.
So cool. Did you ride it?
Yeah.
Real deal style?
No, not this one, mate.
I hurt my toe while you were gone.
Oh, fair dinkum. What have you done?
Blooming big log that I'm burning right now and deserves to burn.
You burnt yourself,
No, no. The log fell on my toe.
so you cut
I
your
was
finger.
an idiot.
and you've
I
done
was
your...
walking around without any shoes on, and then that fell on top. And
You going to be able to walk? This is a real problem. We need to cover some ground, and it's just not going to happen. We're going to have to come up with a new plan here.
oh me, Craigie.
This could spell disaster. With only 4 days to go, Jackie may not be able to go on. She's putting on a brave face, but they both know what this means. This could be the end. And Craig's forced to spend the last 4 days in the Kimberleys, searching alone.
I've decided to go up to the falls again. That's the only place we're going to find the waigalai. Unfortunately, I have to leave Jackie. She's going to stay down here and look for the spiders. Red wine for lonely nights. I've left you some too. It's funny, you know, we've been here almost a fortnight now. We haven't seen one waigalai. I'm kind of feeling like, you know, they're just not here. We're not going to get one. But the truth of it is, you don't see them. And when you do, you got one chance. You got one chance to go 'em. They're there. We know they're there. Just got to keep your spirits up. Keep looking for them. I take her to these places and I feel guilty. But she's pretty good. She's a tough old goat.
That's nice, isn't it? A tough old goat.
You gonna be all right?
Yep.
You've got
I'll be
plenty to
good.
read.
Yep. Bring your wife back a waigalai.
sweetheart.
See you soon.
He'll be right. You'll catch a snake, he'll come back. Couple of days.
Craig's bet everything that his best chance for finding the Waigalai will be on the dry riverbed beyond the falls. He's already physically exhausted and mentally drained, but he forces himself to push on. There's little time left to search for the snake. The helicopter will soon return to take them home. After 4 hours of climbing and bushwhacking through the jungle, Craig nears the falls. Still, there's another long hike until he reaches the riverbed.
Oh, vines. You've never seen anything like it. And each one you touch, you stir up the green ant nests and then they just swarm on you. It's unbelievable.
I don't know if he's going to find this snake or not. I just don't know. He eats and sleeps and breathes this thing, you know. He's determined to find this Waigalai snake and he just won't stop till he has.
I'm feeling a little bit despondent. Put a lot into this trip, a lot of organisation, a lot of expectations as well, but I'm still feeling, you know, we can still do it, we can still pull it out. Right now, I wish I was anywhere but here.
I guess it's time for me to do a bit of work and catch a few spiders. It's not the Aussie way to whinge about things, but to tell you the truth, I'm lonely, I'm frustrated, I'm worried about Craig, my toe is absolutely killing me, but if I don't do something, I'm gonna go nuts.
With just 3 days left to go, Craig finally sees some light. The idea of coming here in the winter has paid off. Just as he hoped, the fires of the dry season have cleared the land, making it easier to search for snakes.
This beautiful flower here is regrowth. Over the back there, a lot of burnt out stuff. At certain times of the year, this place is all but impenetrable with spinifex up to your shoulders. But you get regular fires in the dry season, and that's given me a bit of an advantage. I can walk through these box canyons, and if I see a snake, I've got a pretty good chance of getting a shot at him. There's a blue-tongue lizard. That's the first one I've seen in a week. Where there's lizards, there could be Waigalais.
Meanwhile, Jackie can't resist taking a closer look at some biting ants.
This tree is actually crawling with these green tree ants, and I can tell you I am not a fan of those, except if I was to. Zesty. Haven't eaten them. It's quite nice, actually. You could probably make a bit of lemonade out of it. Boil it up. Be nice.
Up above, Craig's out of luck. He hasn't seen anything.
Looking and looking and looking. And I've hardly seen a sign of a snake, let alone getting the opportunity to jump on one.
While Craig waits to pounce, Jackie carefully resumes her spider hunt.
And I'm looking for, hopefully, a rainforest species of native bird eater that my boss has found, so I hope I'm not on a wild goose chase.
Craig's exhausted. After searching for the Waigulai night and day, his enthusiasm has been beaten down by the pounding heat.
It's a long day up here. Hot too, but absolutely beautiful. It's a bit of a mental game when you go out on your own. It's like if you're with someone, it's always a lot easier, but when you're on your own, the thoughts in the heads, the demons at night, you just got to keep your focus, be sensible. You know, don't do stupid things when you're on your own, because you get into trouble in the bush out here, no one's going to come and get you.
His first CIA mission is going wrong. What? And now they're running?
As dusk becomes night, Jackie must be especially careful as she continues her spider hunt. If she injures herself again, there's no one to help her.
I'm gonna find me a spider tonight. Could be a new species. I might call it a Jackie eye. Gotcha. Sensational. Got myself a beautiful bird-eating spider. I'll have a good look at her in the morning, though.
It's not quite the Waigulai of the spider world, but it's the next best thing.
She's an Australian native bird-eating spider, and she's a close relative of those tarantulas that we find in South America. The difference is, though, that these spiders actually use some kind of danger warning, like a hissing noise. It actually sounds a little bit like a whistle, and so we call them whistling spiders or barking spiders. Now, like I said, we call them bird eaters too. They actually live or feed sometimes on fledglings or weak birds that frequent the ground, large insects, frogs, even other wandering spiders. Now, what they do is wait at their burrow. She waits at night, she's nocturnal, she waits at the entrance for the animal or the prey to come along, and then she grabs it and brings it straight back into a burrow and munches out on it there. In fact, she doesn't munch at all. She has a sucking stomach in her head, which is really cool. She sucks all the fluids out of the prey, and that's what she eats, that's what she feeds on.
The Kimberley has given Craig and Jackie some of the rarest snakes and spiders ever seen. But time is short. They have one last day to find the greatest treasure of all. Now, Jackie's thoughts turn to Craig and the search for the elusive Waigulai.
Before Craig left, we made arrangements to rendezvous at the waterfall and communicate via radio. Now, I'm pretty excited about it, but there's just, you know, part of me that is a little bit on edge. If he's not there, I don't know what I'm going to do. It could mean a number of things. He could have broken his leg, he could have been bitten by a snake, and to tell you the truth, what am I going to do? How can I help him? So hopefully he's there. Oh, yes. Hello.
Jackster, you read me?
I'm reading you, baby. How you going?
I've been missing you up here. You all right down there?
Yeah, no worries. Have you caught me a snake yet?
You fixed up your mozzie bites and everything?
Isn't he gorgeous? Yeah, I fixed up my mozzie bites. Been taking it pretty easy. What about you?
Busted me chops, mate.
Busting your chops? You coming up trumps?
Are you ready to be happy?
Yeah, I'm ready to be happy. What?
Are you ready to be really, really happy?
Craig, don't pull my leg. Don't. Tell me.
One Mr. Waigulai.
Craig, you are joking.
Jumped up the Black Rock, Jack, just like we said. The Black Rock country, the sandstone, working it, 10 o'clock, prime time, Waigulai. Had to do some digging around, but I got him.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm bloody well serious. Do you think I'd joke about this?
I just don't know what to say. I'm speechless, honestly. I am so happy, and I'm mostly happy for that beautiful man up there who has tried his hardest every single day that we've been here. And to get us here too. Craig, you are just the best. You know that, don't you?
You know it, baby. I think we make it dusk tomorrow evening.
Dusk tomorrow evening?
I'll be wearing my coat and tails. I love you, baby.
Love you too. Sleep tight.
You too.
I married him. He's mine.
Finally, the Waigalai is theirs. But Craig is still a day away. Time enough for the snake to die or escape. The two explorers aren't home yet. Still, this is a moment to savour.
These are the times when you really enjoy being here, like everything's going to plan. We found ourselves a roughie, we found a Waigalai, and Craig's happy and I'm happy, and you have your highs and lows out here, and it's sort of, they wash over you. But this is definitely one of the high times.
On the last day in the Kimberleys, Craig comes home with the prize.
Husband and beat. Oh, look at you.
I'm not that heavy.
Did you sleep well? You've been good?
Yeah, I've been pretty good.
These flies hanging
I
around.
know.
What's going on?
I think they've come off you.
Oh.
You've been hammered, mate.
Even now, they can't let down their guard. The snake is in the bag, but he's a long way from Sydney.
On the sand?
I'll just get back at it.
To sleep with him?
No, you wouldn't want to spend all this effort to get one and then drop him.
No.
One wrong move and the Waigalai could slip away. Everything they've worked so hard for could vanish into the rocks forever.
It's a Waigalai, baby. He's a pretty thing, isn't he? Turning up a new species of snake, it's a big deal.
In the 21st century, it's almost unheard of for a pair of lone explorers to find a new species of serpent.
This is just the beginning, mate. This is going to be huge. Mission's completed and mission is a great success. Jackster, we've done it, mate. We've done it all the way, from go to woe. I can't wait to get him back there.
Craig and Jackie have captured a snake that only a handful of people have ever seen, and no one has brought back alive. It's the achievement of a lifetime.
Woo!
It's a dream come true.
Done it. Waigalai in the bag.
Well, here's an update on the Waigalai. It is a male, and he was in fairly poor condition when Craig found him, mainly because he was struggling in the harsh, dry season up north. But he made the trip back to Sydney safely and is now in good health and living very comfortably at the Australian Reptile Park, where he's waiting for a mate. Maybe that's the next trip for Craig and Jackie. Well, that is all for this week, but I'll